All right, everybody, thanks for coming. Should be a fun 2 days. I thought I'd give you a little bit of an overview of what's going to happen, and then we'll begin the day. So this is the first time we've done Botness. We have really good T-shirts. You'll get them at lunch. And the goal is to have everybody, a small enough group where everybody can really just meet one another and talk and share ideas and think about what we could do together going forward. And so we're going to have a morning and an afternoon and a morning and afternoon of talks and around different themes. And really the idea of the talks is to give people enough shared context for discussions afterwards. So I'll just go through the agenda. So first we're going to do intros. When we do intros, and you guys might just be thinking about this, each person can give a short intro and then also say if you were chosen what you might want to give a 5-minute talk about. And when you hear people give these ideas, I left you paper, and you can write down who you would like to have talk, and we'll kind of tally those. We'll tally those and have people talk in the evening. So if you don't want to talk, you can also just say what you're interested in today and what you'd like to learn. All right. So we'll do intros, and then we'll go through. Chris and Amir are going to host a session on sort of early adopters and intros with some short 10 or 15-minute talks in the morning, and then we'll have lunch and a non-conference. And then in the afternoon, we'll talk about some war stories. And so you can kind of see who's scheduled to talk. This might change a little bit. And in the evening, Brady's going to host at dinner the audience choice talks, which are always super fun. So those are 5-minute talks. And then tomorrow, Ben Brown and Ivar and John Borthwick or Peter and some folks are going to talk about dev tools and ecosystem. And then in the afternoon, me and Brady and Mimi are going to host some small talks on design and culture. So the goal is for everybody, really honestly, everybody here could give a talk. And so we just want people to have fun, enjoy it, and let us know if there's things that we should be doing together. We sort of have the, for the blogging rule, if you want to post, just talk to people and make sure they're cool with that. And we are recording the sessions. So if there's something that you don't want recorded, let us know. And if you're a speaker, we'll make sure that you're good with having that posted before we actually post them. Thanks especially to everybody else who helped organize this. Ben Brown, Amir, Brady over there, who's hosting this awesome space. Ivar from Kick, Chris Messina, we're somewhere here. Anybody else? Mimi, who's coming in a bit. Mimi Ito. Do you guys have anything else you want to add? All right. So why don't we begin with intros? So keep it short. This is a lot of people, but just your name, what you do, maybe, and you can give a 5-minute talk.
So Greg Powell just joined Automat today. So kind of new to this space. I'll be working here with Andy, and just look forward to getting to know all of you better over the 2 days.
Hey, Andy, CEO at Automat. I'm going to do a 5-minute talk on the thing I'm obsessed with, which is bots that can learn from people.
I'm Scott Rosenberg. I'm a writer, journalist. I've been covering this stuff for a really long time. I co-edited a book on bots that came out in 1996, just so put it into context. And if I gave a talk, I would maybe give some talk about the responsibility for bots and fiduciary responsibility. When a bot is an agent, who is it responsible to?
Hi, Pete Skamrock with a company called Skip Flag. I haven't had time to think about what a talk would be, but I'm really interested in what bots are actually getting usage right now, and maybe looking at past platforms and even things like Twitter and what crazy bots on Twitter are working.
My name is Greg Bornstein. I'm independent. I do computer vision, interactive machine learning, and a bunch of other stuff. If I was going to give a talk, I could talk about I also make Twitter bots, so the creative Twitter bot community that this group of practitioners I think a lot of the excitement kind of comes from, but is maybe not as aware of some of the cultural things that are going on with Twitter bots, or also just the specific academic field of interactive machine learning, which has been studying, like, in particular, how do you build interactions around machine learning systems, which is something that I think is a lot of what this is about. And there's like some really fascinating work that's been going on in that field that isn't gotten enough notice in the shadow of all these amazing deep learning results.
Hi, I'm Matt Bedolf. I'm from Thington, and I'd be interested in talking about bots that help people manage the physical spaces around them and the social relationships between each other.
Hi, I'm Brady Forrest. I started Ignite, and I run Highway 1, a hardware accelerator next door, and part of PCH. So I'll tell you more about PCH later. I can give a talk about why you shouldn't use hardware for your bots.
Eyal Feifel from In Person. We create conversational bots that simulate famous characters from movies and TV shows, like Miss Piggy and Doc Brown that we did with Disney and Universal. I'm interested in talking about natural language conversation between users and bots and non-linear conversation.
Hi, my name is Dan Driscoll. I'm a developer at Microsoft. I'm here on the bot framework team. And I'm certainly going to share with you anything I can offer about the tools that we have, but I'm also really interested in making all bots intelligent, even really simple bots.
Hi, I'm Ellen. I'm one of the co-founders of CareerLark. We are an HR tech company in the bot space. We just launched our first product, which is a Slack bot that makes it really easy for employees to give and get lightweight performance feedback. We were actually featured in the Slack directory, so thank you, Slack, for the past couple of weeks. One thing that I could talk about is all the customer interactions we've had in the last few weeks on the Slack platform and the highlights and what we learned from that.
Hi everyone, I'm Gowri. I am also a co-founder of CareerLark with Ellen. As Ellen mentioned, we launched our bot a few weeks ago, and I think one thing that I could talk about as well are a lot of our learnings there. So really surprised by just the sheer number of people that are willing to try out different things on Slack bots. And it's not just tech-savvy people, so that was one of the key findings for us. A lot of these people are not super tech-savvy and are kind of figuring out how to interact with bots as they go along. So that was something that we found interesting.
Good morning, I'm Rob. I think this might cut out. I can talk a little bit about the search learning intelligence team and what we do at Slack, or I also author an open source library called Superscript, which is a dialogue engine for managing conversations that are non-linear. I could talk about motivations behind why I built it, and some of my learnings for the last 4 or 5 years.
Hi, my name is Andres Monroy. I'm a researcher in Microsoft Research, and I've been working on a couple of bot-related projects. For a talk, I could talk about something that we did some research on a few years ago, on how people use bots for political manipulation on different channels on social media.
Hi, my name is Mike Brevoort. I created Beep Boop, which is a hosting platform for Slack bots and Facebook Messenger bots, and we do end-to-end like Slack integration for deploying customizations of Slack. So tomorrow I'm talking about this whole idea of bot-to-bot communication and bot networks. I could also talk about how we're built. We don't have an admin user interface in our entire product that we've built. We're building all that out in like giant bots.
Hi. Hi everyone, I'm Sandy McPherson. I run a company called Quib, and then in my spare time, I've built a chatbot called Sandy Mc. So I could probably talk a little bit about it, but at this point, it's just a little side project.
Hey, I'm Daniel Ilkovich. I run a company called Dexter out of BetaWorks. We are an API glue product that has found a nice little bot community. So people building bots to interact with third-party services, and we're looking at building out the platform to enable more and more bot interactions. So certainly I'd like to hear from you guys about the types of tools you need for an admin admin side and build these bots.
Okay, we're gonna try switching mics. I know. But see if it works better. Okay, we're not.
Just make sure to hold up higher on the mic. You may be blocking the receiver roll down below.
The global search partner at now. Okay, Richie Matthews, part of the global search partnerships team at Yahoo. We just launched a couple of bots on Kick last week, so Sergio and I were thanks a lot. One of the topics that I'm curious about is obviously how users are going to discover bots. There's only limited space on a mobile phone, so that's one topic that is intriguing and exciting for me personally.
Hi, Bob LaFrance, also with Yahoo, Richard, global partnerships team. So not on the dev side, we're the business side. Shout out also to the Kick guys for their help in launching last week. We're excited about that. Yahoo's exploring messaging platforms, bots. We've got 3 released now, and we'll continue to take a look at that. Mostly listening today, but happy to contribute any way we can. Thanks.
Hey, my name is Minchi Zhang. I'm one of the founders of Hyper Travel, which is a messaging-based travel management company. So instead of having to call up agents in a traditional travel management setting like with Carlson Wagenli, you can just message our agents. And so I'm interested in talking to you guys about and learning from you guys about different conversational interaction models, and in particular applications around commerce.
Hi, I'm Amy Jo Kim, CEO of Shufflebrain, and I'm a social game designer and startup coach. I run online coaching and training programs for entrepreneurs from all over the world in Slack, and I'm interested in and could give a talk about how game thinking can impact bot design, particularly the player's journey. And I'm mostly here to learn from all of you amazing people.
Hi, I'm Jonathan Keebler. I'm one of the founders with Sam. We have 2 bots. One's an anonymous one-on-one chatbot between real humans. And then what we're doing is we're taking those million conversations and putting them into a dynamic corpus that we use to build a completely artificial AI chatbot. So happy to talk about how we store that corpus, how we access information from it, and anything to do with natural language. Thanks.
Hey, I'm Matt McCausland. I'm with Jonathan with those 2 bots you just heard about. We have bots on Kick, SMS, iPhone, and Android, and Facebook. So I'd be happy to talk about the difference between marketing bots to teens and adults and how they interact with bots differently.
Brendan O'Driscoll from Spotify. Before that, I was CEO of Soundwave, which Spotify acquired earlier in the year. Really happy to talk about any music use cases when it comes to bots.
Hey, I'm Bilal Yazi with Poly.
No? Okay. So. Okay. We built a Slack bot that helps people track processes within their companies. And I'm happy to talk about how we're slowly making the bot smarter over time and what we've learned as we've tried to do that.
Hi, I'm Ryan Block. I'm a co-founder of a bot company called Beacon. We're at beacon.com. We are not yet in market. I'm really interested to hear from the early bot companies that are in market, what's working, what's not. Yeah, love to pick everybody's brains on that.
Hi, I'm Brian. I'm Ryan's co-founder. It's awkward sometimes saying Ryan and Brian. I've done a lot of weird open source stuff in the past in mobile. If you're interested in that, you can talk to me about it. Otherwise, I'm here to learn.
Morning, folks. I'm Dan Strickland. I work for Bloomberg Beta. We're a seed stage venture of work, and I'm mostly here to learn and try to understand kind of pitch right now, and looking to sort through a bit of the noise and get a sense of what seems to be working for most of you all and what hasn't yet taken hold.
I'm Lars from Microsoft Research. I think the discoverability problem is probably going to be solved by having a concierge bot that uses context, then offset messages to other bots, and I'm kind of curious to see what kind of technology you can use and what ideas people have around that.
I'm Esther. I made a bot called EstherBot, and it was a resume bot. So I could talk about what it was like to manage a job search through a bot, and also what it was like to have interactions over Telegram, SMS, and Messenger, sort of the differences between those different platforms.
Hi there, my name is Michael Galpert. I'm working on a company called Bot.me, giving everyone personal bots.
Yeah. Hi, I'm Matt Hartman. I'm at BetaWorks. We build companies and also do seed stage investing in outside companies. And so I work on primarily on the investment side. And this summer we are planning to invest in 10 chat companies for Bot Camp.
Beat that. I'm Devarsh Shah, and okay. I'm just going to try and talk louder. All right, so I'm Devarshi, and I head up product for the Twilio marketplace that we just recently announced. Twilio is obviously very interested in bots and being able to enable all of the bot builders to actually leverage the infrastructure. Build bots that pretty much run everywhere, and then use the marketplace to pretty much get them want to use them and make it easy for them to do that.
Hey, I'm Suman Roy. I work in the data science team at BetaWorks, and I work across a bunch of companies like Poncho, Dig, Instapaper. And I could talk to you about what people tell you machine learning can do in conversational software versus what it can actually do.
I'm Leslie. I'm from Microsoft, and I work in the speech technology area. And some of the things here are about just the variety there, which I'm already learning a lot of in this brief set of introductions, and also data management practices for the type of things that are happening in the bot world. So, thanks.
Hey, I'm Mike Liu. I'm an investor at SV Angel. Really interested in learning more about bot business models and also just the fun, silly bots, or at least the bots that start out fun and silly.
I'm Mike Godzo. I co-founded Smooch.io. I can talk to you about how bots and humans can actually coexist in a company and do awesome things together.
Hi, I'm John with O'Reilly Media, and I'm looking at how O'Reilly might be able to help all of you develop bots by publishing stuff and related things. So I'm interested in hearing about what the biggest obstacles are in your work and what sort of technologies you'd like to see the community develop. Over there.
Hey, Mark Mazzacca, founder of CouponFollow. My background's in e-commerce, so I'm really interested to discuss how transaction can be done through bots.
Hi, I'm Tiff Wilson, CEO of RoomHints. We're building bots to explore different discoverability with e-commerce as well.
Sachin Ranchod, I work on the business development team at GitHub. We've been using UBot, which is a pretty extensible, simple bot framework, only to interesting culture, so I'll be happy to talk about that.
Hello, I'm John Agon. I work on the developer relations team at Slack. I built a bunch of bots, but I'm really interested in the fun ones that affect cultural change. So I'm happy to talk about it, or I'd love to learn some more about it.
Hi, I'm John Cifuentes, doing some research at VentureBeat and working on a new project. I am interested in bot use cases that general consumers might want to use.
Co-founder Polly, so the other one. We are a Slack bot that does smart feedback and smart polling. I can share information and would also like to learn about what engagement looks like and how people are coming back and using the bot again and again.
Thanks. So Matt Marshall, founder of VentureBeat. We're going to be doing an event July 12th, 13th, about 500 to 700 people focused on artificial intelligence and conversational UI. So I'm here mostly to learn. This is mostly a developer crowd. If I was to talk, I'd probably kind of focus on the other side. What am I hearing from 50 to 100 brands that are coming to this event, the stage that they're at, differentiation, how to get publicity, and that sort of thing. Probably focus on the business side. But mostly here just to talk with and hear from really smart people such as yourselves. We think there's something big going on here. We're going to be covering the heck out of it on VentureBeat. Thanks.
Hey everyone, Marissa Chalk, product manager at Foursquare, and I was on the team that just released MarsBot last month, so happy to share what we've been doing with that and any early results, as well as some of the decisions to go proactive. And also, and we can discuss.
Luch. Hi, I'm Greg Luch, and I'm head of product at BetaWorks. I'm also the head of R&D at Poncho. Poncho is a weather bot that tells you the weather and so much more. We just recently launched at F8, and we're looking to launch on some new platforms soon. So we can kind of talk about some of the different design decisions that we made in order to get Poncho out the door and how to make it fun, playful through a CUI interface.
I'm developing a bot. It's a bot for freelancers. Services answering questions that are related to freelancing topics and also managing projects, expenses, and invoices. I can talk about turning static content such as like manuals or guides into interactive personalized conversation flows. And I'm also interested in the topic of bots for
I work in developer relations, so I'm happy to talk about how startups and developers are building off the IBM Watson technology and interesting use cases there. I'm really excited to hear more about what people are thinking in terms of monetization strategies and business models for bots.
My name's Pete. We're a San Diego-based company that is building a bot integrated platform for the hospitality space. It's been in the market for about 4 years, and I'm just really interested in learning about human bot, interoperability, basically.
Hi, my name is Krishna Kumar. So I work on a company called Conversational. We layer conversational, we sort of layer a conversational interface on top of events, live or pre-recorded. And we're using bots nowadays to inject a level of ambient intelligence to follow track conversations and add relevant information as and when. The topic that obviously would be of most interest is conversational communities, how you can sort of create a hybrid of actual people talking with bots politely interjecting. And with apologies to Chris Messina, hijack the ConvCom moniker to include conversational communities as well. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Danny Freed. I am a product designer at Trunk Club in Chicago. In my spare time, I also work on a bot called Joy that is a mental health and daily journaling bot. If I were to give a talk, I would probably talk about when it's not right to use a bot. Some of my experience at Trunk Club, I'm working on messaging between two humans and how a conversation can still guide the interface for humans.
Hi, I'm Laura Newton. I'm a product manager at Kik. I would be interested in learning about how other people are designing bots, particularly for teams, and how they're overcoming some of the challenges of chat UI.
Hi, I'm Adam Bosworth. I run a next generation innovation lab for Salesforce. Spent the last year and a half on Thunder, big events. Now starting to look at how do we make it easy for our customers to take advantage of bots. I'm here to ask a lot of dumb questions, not talk.
I'm Steve Gilmore. I also work at Salesforce, and I'm here to listen.
Is it working?
Hey, I'm Allison Behringer, and I work at BetaWorks, where I produce a podcast called The Intern. It's a narrative documentary style show, and I'm interested in learning more about bots.
Hello. Hi. Pardon me. David Austin. I also work here at PCH. I work with Brady on the startup programs. How you shouldn't use hardware with bots. I could always talk about why you should use hardware with bots.
Hi, my name is Omar Siddiqui. I'm the CEO of SQL. We have a platform for creatives to build bots for media and entertainment. And I'm going to talk about bots for fun.
Hi, Summer, also from. I'd love to learn more about how we help consumers discover bots, what the first sort of killer bot will be for consumers, and probably for me, how we actually communicate what we're all doing to the average person, which might with what the word bot means to them.
Hi everyone, my name is Sergio Silva. I work at Kick, work with IVA, we lead the partner success team, really focused on work with developers, brands and publishers to build a rich chat service on Kick, and interested to see or hear how we can then help developers build that rich experience, and also willing to talk about how we scale and monetize, like when is the right time to do that.
Hi, I'm Ali. I also work at Kick. I'm a conversational UI designer. I've worked on education products as well as entertainment ones. I'm in bots. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Mike. I'm co-founder of StatsBot. StatsBot is bot for business applications. We have integration with Google Analytics, Mixpanel, working on integrations for Salesforce, Intercom, and I'm here mostly to hang out with a lot of cool guys.
Hi, my name is Stephen Abrahams. I'm with Skype, and I work with Lili and Dan on improving the bot platform for Microsoft. And I am very interested in personal expression. It's one of my passions, and helping kind of people who are artists bring their content to technologies and seeing what can come from that.
I'm not going to use this. Here. Hi everybody. My name is Amir Shabbat. I run developer relations for Slack. Great to see a lot of people I love in one room. This is awesome. Thank you, Brady, for hosting us. So I'm going to do a live demo of a bot, which I'm going to tonight to help people prototype bots. And I can also talk about years where I did
Now we're going to make all of us stand up, I guess. I'm Fasten with you. I work on the platform team at Slack, which we're actually all around. Very interested in experiencing all the bots that are being built around the work context.
Ivor from Kick, working the partner success. We're like developer/brand evangelists. I'm interested in talking about bots and narratives, the different types of narratives that are successful.
I'm Miranda, and I'm CEO of Awesome. We're a company that wants to help you structure and codify your culture at work using bots and supportive tools. And I'm most interested in how we set expectations for what bots can do and what they're good at, and actually like the whole market around bots. So even incorporating the web and other platforms and how that can really help you set your bot up for success. Yeah, happy to be here.
Hi, I'm Alex. I'm the co-founder and CTO of Kip. Kip is an AI assistant that helps groups do coordinated shopping for teams and families. I would love to talk more about hybrid interactions between conversation and gestural interaction, as well as cross-platform bot communication.
Hi, I'm Rachel. I'm co-founder with Alex. So we do a team shopping. It's launched on Kick, Slack, Telegram, and we also have a WebSocket version. We do sales and shopping. So I could conversation on ethics and sales conversions, because you wouldn't think about it, but the ethics of the bot actually affects sales conversions.
My name is Jack Hirsch. I'm the CEO of a pre-launch productivity bot called Butter AI. Before this, I was leading product and engineering at Evernote, so I'm a big fan of the productivity space. I would like to learn more about the interactions, seemingly diametrically opposed forces. I'll just put it this way. Seemingly diametrically opposed forces of learning and privacy in bot bots.
Hi everybody, I'm Veronica Belmont. I'm one of the admins at botmakers.org and botwiki.org. Some of you guys are already members.
forgot to introduce myself earlier. I'm at Microsoft Research and we work on a bot framework, but I'm going to give a talk tomorrow on Shell Ice, which is a chatbot in China on WeChat. I will probably go a little tag. And I could also give a talk on Comic Chat, which we released probably about 20 years ago, which was a comic interface on top of IRC that used some intelligence with the comic artist. But it's very old and I can't build it anymore.
Hi, I'm Ben Brown. I co-founded a company called Howdy and created one of the more popular bot frameworks called Botness, which you probably are using. Thank you. And I'd love to talk to people about sort of the pragmatic design and technological issues that we need to get over just to actually build bots, like design patterns and tricky technological issues like maintaining state in a continuous integration environment when your bot is mid-conversation. There are actually problems that real bot developers are struggling with right now. So, yeah.
I am DJ. I'm founder of Polkadot Labs. We're a product studio helping companies build intelligent agents interfaces. We've done a little bit of work on Slack, SMS bots, and a little bit also on Alexa and IoT agents. I'm just excited to meet everyone and learn more about what everyone's working on.
Hi, I'm Tony Lucas. I'm the founder of Botness AI. Comic Chat, I was hosting my very first company hosted bots on IRC back in 1997, so I kind of feel like I've come full circle. I have a platform, Converse is a platform for people to build bots across platforms from Intercom to Facebook and about a dozen others, with people who focus their own customer success. If I was to do a talk, it would be what isn't in a bot stack, but I think it's further discussion rather than something.
Hi, Chris, quick question. Yes. These 5-minute talks we're suggesting, are those going to be recorded, or is that different from the conference? Okay.
Sometimes people don't like them recorded after the fact, so in the evening break.
Okay, so I guess, hi, my name is Christina. I lead developer experience at Uber. I'm going to give a little talk, I guess, to sort of put this stuff in context. Thank you. Oh, perfect. Okay. Hello? Test? It's just recording. So I'm just going to talk into it and pretend that you... For all those internet viewers at home today, it's so bizarre. I feel like I'm on a Hollywood set. This is like my blaster. Yes. Can you guys hear me in the back mostly? Yeah? Good enough? No? Who said no? You can come closer if you like. I will try to speak loudly, I guess. Anyway, so one of the pieces of metadata about this moment is that if you have suggestions for talks, to deliver them to Lili or to other folks who are working here to make sure that we actually get those talks aggregated and then scheduled. And
Brady will let you know if he's been picked.
yeah, so I don't know if I need to.
Yeah, so everybody can turn these in. It's really helpful if you don't just say like the first, well, do your best. Do your best, because a lot of people intern each other. So just turn these in and we'll tell you the